There you go. He started. So, yeah. So I just wanted to show everybody. Alan has showed me this
Why
here.
don't you
That
walk around over
it
there,
takes
Andrew?
very little amount of cerium oxide to do the work you have to do. And the cerium oxide is just a lubricant, as Alan was saying.
Yeah.
So Alan, you tell me.
Yeah, it's just a drop. That's
That's
plenty.
it. That's plenty.
Okay.
Okay.
You put a little water.
A little water.
That's good. Now he's going to spread it out. And you're going to see that it's going to start to move a little easier again. And this is what I want you to see. This is the amount of cerium that you need to have on that surface so you can polish quickly. Because if you don't have good sliding, hard, smooth friction, you're not polishing. If you put too much cerium on there, all you're going to do is be sliding on top of the cerium. You're not going to generate the heat you need, and instead of taking 4 or 5 hours to polish this out, it would take 12 to 15 hours to polish it out. So as you can see right now, even right now, it's a little easy to push.
It's much easier to
It's
work.
less polishing action, but this is going to thin out relatively quickly, and he'll be right back to where he needs to be. Too much cerium, take you 40 minutes to get rid of it.
I can already feel the difference already. And I'm not even halfway across the glass.
Right.
So I'm going to do a couple more strokes here. We're going to let Andrew try this for the first time because he's going to be doing it soon. Let me get you back towards the middle, Andrew.
You want to do that on a separate video or this?
No, it doesn't matter. We can keep going. So what you want to do basically is use this part of your fingers and this part of your hands to do this. And as you go across the glass, you want to push. You're pushing more towards the center. When you get to the edge, even though it feels like it's tighter, you don't want to. You want to push slower. You want to do it all in one motion. And then when you come back, you put your fingers at the top, pull it back. Turn the tool a little bit back here. Not a lot of pressure. A little bit more towards the center, but then let up a little bit. Okay, and then
See
pull
how
back.
smoothly that's gliding now. That means good lap contact and good polishing action. So we're going to have Andrew try it because he's never done one before,
That's about how far you come back.
and he wants to see what it feels like
Turn it a little bit. Yeah.
to get the feeling of that drag.
Try to do it all in one motion, Andrew. There
keep
you
it
go.
smooth.
As slow as you get to the edge. There you go. Slower. And then pull back. Turn. Yeah. Pull back is easier, isn't it? Yeah. And then you want to turn a little bit. And then you're probably a little bit more. You're doing a great job. A little more
Yeah.
pressure.
And that's a good cadence.
Yeah, it
You
is,
don't
very
want
good.
nothing in an optic shop that happens fast is good. You want it to be slow and controlled.
You feel the nice. Yeah. Now you're going at a nice pace too. A little bit more towards the. Come back a little bit more next time. Yeah.
Right. So I want you to see the consistency again of the cerium that's on here. See those little streaks from the squares? It's very thin. It starts to look like Windex. You're going to notice it starts to take a purple hue. Okay, that's because of the light being refracted out of the thin layer of water and cerium. When it gets there, you're going to the point where it starts to dry out, you're going to hear a squeak. When you hear a squeak, a little more water. Do another 2 minutes. After the first squeak, you hear the second squeak, drop a cerium. So that should do it for that lesson, Andy.
Yeah, thanks. And as one thing you said also is that the cerium oxide isn't what's really polishing it is, it's the lap that is.
the
So
lap
you
that
want
it
very little cerium oxide.
Very low.
Thanks a lot, Alan.
Okay.